What is up, guys? Disappearing Studios here, and welcome to episode 1 of the Disappearing Podcast. Today is going to be a day where we talk about all sorts of things, behind the scenes, stuff happening with the channel. But before we start, I've heard that a special guest is going to be arriving. Who is that? Hey, who are you? That's right, today I'm having my special guest, CD Omega Studios. Let's give it up for CD. Alright, anyway. Our first question I'm going to be asking CD is, how is filming the Omegas been? Because we know the trailer came out, everyone's been waiting for it, it's an anticipated film. How's everything going?
Well, I'm hoping you'll like it. So filming it's going to be starting very soon. Filming is about to go underway for some sneak peeks. I'm going to reveal some characters that are going to be in the film. Some new ones, some returning ones, just to excite y'all while y'all have been waiting all this time.
Sounds great. And you think it's going to be definitely a film to wait for?
I hope so. I've been putting a lot of time into it. Basically, all of CD's been leading up to this for a while. Everyone's come together. I hope y'all have a great time watching it.
Sounds great. I know I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Next question I have is, do we have any new ideas for films? Now this one's more directed towards me, because as you guys know, Family of Dreams just came out, kind of starting to close up our Project Lurker series and getting a look into the family of the McNews. So for me, I actually do have a project that is going to be underway here soon. Actually, filming will be starting soon. I'm not going to leak anything in this yet, but I do want to let you know that, I'm going to keep going with it. We have a new film coming. This one, I hope you guys are going to like. It's actually more of a story, if anything. It kind of guides into a story. I think you guys are really going to like it.
I know I'm going to like it.
Yep. All right, so our next question that I wanted to ask is, I know you have been involved in Project Lurker, and it was great to have you there. So I figured we'd talk about what was your favorite moment while filming that?
I mean, I really love just getting into the character of 99. It's a fun character, the way he talks. I love the way how he goes from not trusting Noah to eventually trusting him. Because in reality, he hasn't trusted anyone in a while because he's been down there all those years. He definitely doesn't trust everyone after what they did to him and locked him, down in the facility.
Yeah.
So I loved playing the character, him developing the trust for Noah, and then sacrificing his life for Noah several times. I love playing a character where they sacrifice themselves. I don't know. It's a thing I like to do.
All right, sounds great. I'd say for me, probably my favorite moment of filming everything, I'd say probably the whole collapse. I loved the idea how we had season 1 kind of kicking off everything. Through season 1, it was kind of more that mystery aspect, because we didn't really know, people watching, they didn't really know what was going on throughout this film. And as it's going on, you're learning more and more, all leading up to the finale of the first season. And then the second season just kind of continuing with that. I loved how Collapse was kind of a different to it, and it made, especially even through filming, I'm starting to think, wow, this is crazy, what's happening through this. And I loved, of course, the twist at the end, where we get to see Michael McNew one last time, and just kind of the lore that goes with that, and everything. So my next question I have is, any funny behind the scenes moments? Do you have any? I'll share mine first. This could a behind the scene moment that was funny while filming. So while I was filming Family of Dreams, if you look in one of the scenes, it's the scene where I was as Michael McNew and he's talking to himself. This has been about halfway through the film. If you look closely, if you look up, it's the scene, the stairs leading upstairs are behind me, and you can actually see my dog walk up through the stairs. It's just for a second or two, and as I was editing it, I was through editing it, and I saw that, and I was like, oh no, they're definitely gonna notice. But I was like, I didn't really want to go back and film all of it because I liked how it had turned out. I was really happy with it, so I was like, I guess I'm just gonna leave it in there. So that was my funny behind the scenes moment, and unfortunately I didn't catch it until halfway through the editing process. Do you have any funny behind the scenes moments?
The first one that came to mind was when we were filming Collapse. When the character Noah is trying to avoid 99, for a split second you can see him in the mirror holding the camera.
Yes. Unfortunately, you can see me. I think you only see like the back of my head, but yeah, you do see me because the mirror's right there. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. All right.
Another thing I thought about was it's less funny, but I made Ultimacrex, and the scene, the first scene where Michael Boxall and Sam Miser were talking after the tutorial TED scene. It shows the label Iron Wake's best to show like they're their best people.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't supposed to originally be there. I had to edit it out because right behind it was like a picture of like everyone in my family.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that can't be there. So I had to plaster something over it, and I hoped it didn't look too bad.
Did you not notice this until after you were like done filming and you were into the editing process?
Yeah, I finished editing everything almost. I'm like, oh shoot. I remember everyone was watching. You're like, what is Iron Wake's best? Everyone was so confused.
Yeah, because I remember watching. I'm like, there's not captions and everything else except this, but that does.
Yeah,
that
was to cover up a picture in the background that just showed a lot of stuff that I didn't want to, be out there.
Yeah. All right, that makes a lot more sense.
That's something I remember. That's a big thing.
Yeah. All right. So I figured we kind of like flop our channels here. What is your favorite film from my channel, and then I'll share what my favorite film from your channel is. Now I'll say mine. My favorite film from CD Omega Studios has got to be Ultimacrex. I don't know why. I remember when it came out during the summer, and I was actually on vacation at the time, and I remember you texted me, you were like, hey, it's starting, get ready. I remember watching, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then Ultimacrex Unchained came out, and that was a cool kind of Halloween experience, and it really kind of brought a twist to it, and that was awesome. But I'd say like the story behind it, and because I think, wasn't it your first time kind of moving away from Deadly Daycare?
Well, yeah, this was me moving more towards the connected universe aspect, because Deadly Daycare is kind of just like the start. I didn't have as much planned out as I did then. So I made Deadly Daycare, I finished it, and I wasn't sure where to go from there. And then I got the idea of like a robot thing. I don't know. I was thinking about it in school one day, coming up with ideas, and I was like writing notes down, and I just kept thinking about it. I was thinking about like a robot. How I could have like this robot. I wanted to do something with like a big robot thing. So I made Ultimacrex. I came up with the idea. I was like, I could tie it together. I could build the whole world off of this.
Yeah.
So I built all this story, and it connected like the big family to Mark. I gave a reason to why everyone wears this mask.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff in it. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty important film to the story.
Yeah, and I think what was definitely cool about it is it was so much different than the last one, and because like the last one, Deadly Daycare, was almost like kind of like 80s, 90s, like that kind of theme to it, and like as it even said, it was based off the Five Nights at Freddy's series, and it definitely did live up to that. You could definitely tell some of the aspects, and it was cool because that had come out. I think by then the finale had already come out, and then I don't even know. I think Deadly Daycare had just finished.
The finale came out for Deadly Daycare, and I think maybe around I don't know. It was definitely after Deadly Daycare was over. That Ultimacrex started.
Because then I remember like the trailer coming out for it, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I was confused. Like, is this a part of Deadly Daycare? And they were like, "No, it's not." But yeah, definitely, I'd say for me, Ultimacrex was my favorite because it was kind of the beginning of the beginning of new films coming out, but also it was a great storyline.
Yeah.
So what about you? What would you say is your favorite film from my channel?
So favorite film, not show?
I'd say it could be both. It could be both.
Both? Okay.
Or if it's like a show, like what episode you thought was the best, or something like that.
I mean, I can't say Project Lurker because I was in that. Project Lurker was pretty good. I like the premise a lot. If I'm discluding Project Lurker, Traversal was a fun time. Family Dreams was super good. But Family Dreams wouldn't be as good without some of the other stuff. I think Family Dreams is definitely way up there. I really liked the Dreamland episode of Mission Eclipse.
Yeah.
That being revealed. I was like, oh my gosh. Like it was crazy the first time I saw it. I was screaming, I was jumping up and down.
I remember that. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was crazy when it was revealed. That was a really good episode.
Because I had made a post about it. Because originally, when I first made this, like the whole channel, my plan was it was not going to be connected. I was more just kind of making this for fun.
Yeah.
And as I like started making more and more films, I'm thinking like I could connect all of these. So kind of, I'd say that episode was the first episode where I kind of show how everything, how it's gonna be moving forward through the channel. So yeah, I do like that. All right, that actually kind of concludes the questions that I have here. Do you have any questions you want to ask me or anything?
I guess not really.
Not really? All right, well, I heard that we might be having some special interviews. Did you hear anything about that?
I've been doing some multiversal travel, just hopping around universes here, and I ran into someone. He might be coming here soon.
Oh.
I'd be open to it, but you might want to be careful. He's done some not so great things.
Uh-oh.
He has a good heart, but he's done some not so great things.
All right,
So watch out for him. He might come through. But thanks for having me.
yeah, it was great. Thank you all
Thanks
for
having
watching.
me, everyone. I will see you later.
Yep.
See you in the Omegas.
All right, and I guess we'll get ready for these interviews. I'm not sure who we're interviewing, but let's jump into it. Thanks for watching and answering all these questions, and just watching along through this interview. It was great. Thanks for sticking around, and let's go see who we're going to talk to next. Everyone, I'm here to announce for our special interview, we're going to be interviewing none other than the one, the only, Robert Metcalf. Let's give it up for Robert. How's it going, Robert? I'm Just Spring Studios. Nice to meet you. All right, so I'm just here to ask you a couple questions. First up, what is your favorite part about the daycare? Because as we all know, the daycare is yours, Petey's Daycare. What's your favorite part about it?
Well, to be honest, the thing I miss most about it is when there was a pizzeria. Yeah, I would perform on stage for all the children. They'd all love it. I'd wear my friend Noah's mask. I'd wear this one and perform it. The kids would love it. Kids from all across the neighborhood would want to bring their friends to that pizzeria. It was just amazing.
Great to hear. My second question for you is, what happened to James? James Thornton?
The thing is, there was an incident. The incident of 84. Basically, I don't really like to talk about this. This is why we changed to a daycare, to a pizzeria. His friends were like messing around with him. He got tangled up within Petey, our animatronic, and things did not end well for him.
I see.
They shot it for me, and I arrived to the scene, but it was too late by then. His entire head was off, so were above his arms. It was a very dark day.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Alright, I just have one more question for you. I don't want to hold you for too long. My final question is, how did you come up with the character Petey and the rest of the gang? What was your inspiration to come up with Petey the Plate Man?
Well, back when I was growing up, I had this friend in school. His name was William. Basically, me, William, and Noah were kind of a friend group until William, let's just say we're just not gonna talk about it, but I remember I got over to his house, and we'd like draw on paper plates. We'd draw on paper plate people. We'd make like little arts and crafts together sometimes. And when I was like 11, I made the character Petey in my head. And we started the business. that the mascot, he like, oh, remember Playman? He's like, yeah, I remember. And yeah, we started the place from there.
Sounds great. Well, it was great to finally be talking with you. Thank you so much.
I'll see you around.
Yep. Bye. Alright, and that concludes the interview. And I think that concludes episode 1 of the podcast. For real this time. So thank you all for watching. And I'll see you on the next episode.